This is Kayla. She's a video editor on Fiverr, a platform for freelance services. Kayla will make an attention-grabbing social media video for your business, and you'll never know when she's drinking a smoothie, unlike Beth. Expand your team with a Fiverr freelancer.
A CRM shouldn't weigh your budget down. It should lift your teams up. A CRM
Turn off this music here. Hold on. Whoop. Alright. Welcome, everybody. Let's switch to live chat. Grab one more thing and we'll get ready to go. We're gonna play Chicken Police today. Okay, that's enough of that nonsense. Let's jump into this game. I pretty much picked this game. Oops. That's not that game. We didn't pick that game. Everybody hear me all right? Yeah, all right. We didn't pick that game. We picked this game. Basically because of the cat and the chickens in people clothes. So let's check it out. Released in 2020. What a year. You can tell I got headphones out. Still don't have a better chair yet. We are going to be English. Options. That looks good. Audio settings. Subtitles are on.
I'm Santino Featherland, and this is my partner, Marty McChicken. We're the Chicken Police. I'm Santino Featherland, and this is my partner.
into this game completely blind. Like I said in the description, I came across this in.
I ran out to get a pack of cigarettes, but I left my wallet at home.
God, I've done that too many times.
Yeah, that's me. I'm getting old. My name is Sonny. Sonny Featherland. An investigator for 20 years. And once the star of the predatory division of the Clawville Police Department. One half of the legendary Chicken Police. But buying a pack of smokes is more than I can handle right now. Maybe I should just lay low. Yeah, I'll do that. The most colorful place in the wilderness. For all the gods, what bullshit. The last clucking color left this city years ago. And slowly I'll turn gray too.
Yeah, I pretty much found this game.
Still, what do I expect? We're living in a vast experiment, and don't even notice that everything got clucked up a long time ago. We believe in this wonderland of peaceful coexistence. Wolves and sheep, chickens and hounds. Yeah, sure, why not? It's just ridiculous. The dog eats the chicken. It's in our nature. I'm not propping up the illusion anymore. 121 days, and it's over. Retirement. What could possibly go wrong?
Clawville City. No? I love this already.
Ah, crap. My office lock is a piece of shit if a dame can pick it. She stood in the darkness. The light painted stripes on her body. It whispered secret little things that were never there in the first place. But she was no zebra. Reality was just a light switch away. Elizabeth or Charlotte? I was sure she'd have a sophisticated-sounding name. She had a bygone look in her eyes, older than this ancient building, and perhaps the whole city itself. Or maybe I'm just drunk. But she was the first womanly thing in my place for a long time, so I had to give her a chance.
Alright. Oh, so this is like a point-and-click type game. But yeah, I found it pretty much just looking through the PlayStation Plus catalog, and just the fact that animals in people clothes just cracked me up. So let's check out the drawer.
She doesn't seem so dangerous that I need to grab my gun, but you never know. My wallet and my badge. The wallet is real. The badge ain't. Chief Bloodboil took mine, so I got this one out of a pack of cornflakes, just in case.
And his last.
My last cigarette. You're lucky I don't have a light, pal.
That's everything there. Light switch. Bedroom door.
I promised myself I'd write a novel one day. I don't even know what these papers are. Every whiskey has the same color nowadays, at least in this price range.
Yeah. That's the dial out. And everything else. Pictures.
I don't even know where the key is. Whatever's inside is gonna stay there forever. books I'm never gonna read. Maybe nobody ever has.
This is your point and click game. Just look around, click on everything.
This is one of the most beautiful memories from my old life, before Molly left me and took our daughter. The good things in life don't last long. The best ones always leave first. I saw that in the window of a shoe store. I never understood it, or what it had to do with shoes. M.B. Davis, the eternal king of jazz. The photo is from the days of jazz prohibition. I only heard the old man live one time,
Jazz
but
prohibition?
I'll never forget that night. And not only because I woke up at the harbor without my gun, my badge, and my pants.
That sounds like a night.
We used to be star cops a few years ago. Tabloid press, radio interviews, and even a book series. I don't miss those days. Of course, Marty, my old partner, would disagree. He just loved the spotlight.
Right.
The Wild Gentlemen. Those guys rebuilt the city after the Great Fire of 867. My heroes when I was a little chick. I'm starting to think
867?
they should have left Clawville as it was, burned to the ground. Behind that door lies the kingdom of dirty clothes, cigarette butts, and empty bottles. My bedroom. Nothing in.
Oh. Let's see anything with the light on. Look like it. Alright, talk to mystery person.
Who is this dame, anyway? And what the cluck is she doing in my apartment on New Year's Eve?
How the clock should I know? Ask questions.
Let me introduce myself. My name is Deborah, Miss Deborah Ibanez.
You're mistaken, ma'am.
Oh, really? Please enlighten me, Mr. Featherland.
I'm not a private eye. I'd recommend Mr. Philmar Lowe instead of me. He's a nice guy.
Believe me, Mr. Featherland, it's not an accident I came to you.
Really?
Look, miss, I work for the police, and I'm currently on leave. I couldn't accept private commissions even if I wanted to. Not even from a classy dame like you.
Am I that easy to read?
No.
That's my job. But tell me, since you've invited yourself in, would you like a drink?
I don't usually drink.
Well, I've got to have one. And it'd be rude of me to drink alone. So, maybe some sherry?
Some
If
sherry.
you insist. But bourbon, please.
Alright.
Ah, thank the wild ones. That's all I have.
What a coincidence.
Oh.
So come on, spill it from the beginning.
I hope I didn't skip anything. I was kind of spamming. I did. Shoot. Notebook. I just skipped a scene. I didn't realize. Errands for her employers for spending. I don't think she's from a very wealthy or influential family. tribes are revered in most places across wilderness. They are the great wild ones who make up the Holy Trinity of creation, destruction, and silence. Aridi is the goddess of creation. Ptapati is the lord of destruction, and Vatnikavati is the genderless ghost of silence and nothingness, keeping the balance between the creation and destruction in never-ending conflict. Chicken Police is a famous detective duo of Santino Sonny Featherland and Marty McChicken. Gained fame through cases the press called the Bloody New Year's Eve. They flew high for almost 10 years when a fateful brawl put an end to their legend. There's a series of novels about them by Meredith H. Marble. They had published 10 books over the course of the 7 years before the series faded out of public interest, as did the Chicken Police themselves. City of Clausville. Clausville has been an independent city-state for more than 900 years. During the city's foundation, 4 nations had joined forces represented by the 4 animal figures and the 4 heads of the crest of Clausville. In reality, the tribal alliances of reptiles and the great insect clans had also played an essential part in the city's founding, but they never get represented on the crest. So the reptiles and bugs are the lower class citizens of this world, I guess. This gave birth to political and cultural antagonism between the species. Clausville preserved its political anonymity. Any race can live in peace. That's the name. City of 1,000 Colors. Let's see if I can get that scene together.
That's better. Now, if I understand correctly, your mistress is receiving threats. What kind of threats exactly?
It's a very strange matter. First, there were letters. Then it came printed on a wine bottle's label, sent as a gift. Then carved into a brick, thrown through the window. And finally, they painted it on the wall of the house in giant red letters.
I think it's time to dig a little deeper. If you don't mind, I'd like to ask you some routine questions.
Well, grab something to eat, babe.
Please, that's why I'm here.
Alright, questions we got. Focus on what you know about the suspect. Is he or she suspicious? Concentrate on that. Detective meter. He's suspicious. I'm suspicious. Why are you so suspicious? Gather impressions from the suspect. Every impression adds a new question line. Best friend. It shows how well the questioning is going and keep it on the positive side. Okay.
I must be cautious and smart. This dame seems shy, which I can use to my advantage. But I must be careful about what I say to her, or I can scare her off. Let's start gently, and when the time comes, we can go in hard.
Okay, impression shy.
Who exactly are you, ma'am?
I'm not somebody important, Mr. Featherland.
You're important enough to deal with such a delicate matter, right?
I carry out the wishes of my employer, nothing more. This means simple paperwork, most of the time.
Alright.
You've been thrown into deep water, sweetheart. Tell me, can you even swim?
Believe me, this is just as unpleasant for me as it is for you, if not even more.
Alright, so that's good.
Tell me, which part of the city do you live in? Calavera Hills? Flowerville, maybe?
Look, I don't want to answer that. I'm here on behalf of my employer, and not on personal business.
Fair point, Deborah. Let's try a different approach. Why did you have to visit me this particular evening?
I have my reasons. I may look like a silly little fawn, and maybe I am, but I still have common sense.
I don't doubt that for a second, Miss Ibanez.
This day is essential to my mistress, and she thought it's also important to you.
A message in itself, for sure. But to be honest, even you are.
You know what? I'll just take that as a compliment, even if it wasn't meant as such.
She's frightened. She doesn't feel comfortable talking about herself.
Why did you come to visit me? Why not your employer herself?
My employer is Miss Natasha Katsenko.
There we
She
go.
hasn't been leaving her home lately, only if she really has to.
How so?
Miss Natasha is afraid. She's scared because of those unwanted messages, and everyone knows who she is.
So she's that kind of woman.
I don't know what you mean.
Of course you do, Deborah. Thank you, by the way. We're finally getting somewhere. We avoided the point long enough. Deborah's hiding something, no question. Let's focus on that. How did you get this address?
You know, my mistress has exceptional connections.
If they were so exceptional, she wouldn't have chosen me.
Don't be so hard on yourself, Detective. You are the head of the famous Chicken Police. Am I right?
Was it a raccoon with a scarred face called Zip who recommended me? He hates me.
No, Mr. Featherland. I don't know anyone like that.
Lucky for you, Deborah.
Sure, it's not intended.
I'm sure it's not intentional, but are you toying with me?
I'm not sure I understand you, Mr. Featherland.
Cut the crap, Deborah. You're a pretty smart girl, and you can't hide that no matter how hard you try. But ever since we've been talking, I couldn't force one single straight answer out of you. I'm starting to think I'm terrible at what I do.
I'm sorry, Mr. Featherland, you're right. I'll try to be more straightforward next time.
I appreciate that, ma'am. Do you think you're cut out for this kind of work?
Not in the slightest.
Then why all of this?
I just can't say no to Natasha.
Would she hurt you if you did?
No, of course not. She's my friend.
Okay.
I see. Have you ever felt truly vulnerable?
Honestly, very often, Mr. Featherland.
Great, because that's exactly how I feel right now, Deborah.
I'm sorry if it's too unpleasant for you, but we had no one else to turn to.
You know, I get that a lot, and it never ends well.
Do you like happy endings?
Not in books or movies, but in real life it would be nice for a change. But this is Clawville. Not many happy endings around here.
I knew you were a romantic at heart.
If what's between me and my whiskey could be called romance, then yes, maybe. A little.
I like this guy.
If you won't come clean, what's the point of all this?
But, Mr. Featherland,
I'm sorry, sweetheart, but I'm way too old for this game.
please, just think again. For me and my mistress's sake.
Tell me, Deborah, why should I believe you at all?
Because my mistress trusts you.
Should that be enough?
If you really like what she thinks you are, then yes.
Damn, what can I say to that?
Look, I didn't mean to back you up against the wall.
You have a way with words, sweetheart. Did you ever want to be a cop?
No, not for the world.
Heh, smart answer. Be honest and tell me what you're so afraid of.
You know, Mr. Featherland, my mistress's partner is Hobart Wessler. Or as most people know him,
Hobart?
Ibn Wessler, the Kingpin.
exactly.
Feathery gods,
rat.
help me.
So you get it now. The secrecy.
To put it mildly, I think I understand it all. Wessler. This little piece of the puzzle changes everything.
Nice. Bad cop. Oh, shit. I've seen better days, and it's a miracle they didn't kick out of the force. I kind of want to retry that.
I must be cautious and smart. This dame seems...
Who exactly are you, ma'am? You're important enough to deal with...
I carry out the wishes of my employer. Nothing...
You've been thrown into deep water.
Believe me, this is...
You're not very confident. Are you sure you're all right?
Yes. Excuse me. I'm just a bit nervous. I've never done anything like this before.
Breaking into the apartments of strangers isn't that big a deal. Some people do it as a hobby.
Please don't make fun of me, Mr. Featherland. This is hard for me as it is.
You're right. Sorry. Did you come alone? All by yourself?
I took the subway, then the tram, and then I walked. It wasn't easy to find this place. And to be honest, I had to be discreet.
Yeah. Well, I think I'm starting to get the picture.
This is quite unpleasant for me.
Do you even know what you want?
I'm very sorry, Mr. Featherland. I thought...
What? You come in here, swaying your lovely hips like some kind of femme fatale, make me have a drink with you, and expect me to believe everything you say?
I'm making you drink?
Well, okay, sweetheart, you had no hand in that.
I'm sorry I wasted your time, Mr. Featherland.
Ooh, that was bad.
Were you born and raised in Clawville?
Yeah, that was...
What do you want?
I could...
Well,
Where what is?
Grassmore, of course. You just asked.
Oh, that. Don't worry about it. I'm not interested. Oh, for the wild ones. Am I that transparent?
I'm afraid so.
Well, I'm a little rusty, it seems. Let's change the subject, shall we? Why did you come to visit me? Why not your employer herself?
My employer is Miss Natasha Katsenko. She hasn't been leaving her home lately, only if she really has.
How so?
Miss Natasha is afraid.
So, she's that kind...
I don't know what you mean.
Of course you do, Deborah. Thank you, by the way. We avoided the point long enough. Deborah's hiding something, no question. Let's... What exactly did you expect by coming here to meet me?
I expected your help, just like my mistress said.
Oh, that's very nice. But have you seen this neighborhood? Have you seen this wreck called a hotel? Who were you hoping to find in a place like this?
Someone reliable.
Well, I am reliable.
And discreet.
That's right.
And thorough.
No question about that.
And has a heart of gold.
Okay, let's stop it right there. Are you in some sort of jam?
Nothing of the sort. There are simply things better left unsaid.
Then you're wasting my time.
I trust your instincts. You'll manage it.
Yeah, and I have no other choice, right?
To be honest, no, Mr. Featherland. Not really.
Don't you think this whole thing is a little...
Look, Santino. I'll explain everything.
I have no doubt about that. You look just the type, sweetheart. No offense. You see, we're starting to understand each other. If you won't come clean, what's the point of all this?
But, Mr. Featherland...
I'm sorry, sweetheart, but I'm way too old for this game.
Please, just think again. For me and my mistress's sake.
Tell me, Deborah, why should I believe you at all?
Because my mistress trusts you.
Should that be enough?
If you really like...
Damn, what can I say to that?
Look, I didn't mean to...
You have a way with words.
No, not...
smart ass. Be honest and tell me what you're...
You know, Mr.
Ibn Wesley.
Exactly.
Feather.
So you
To put it mild.
This one probably went worse. Yeah, let me
I must be cautious.
start it out good.
Who exactly are you?
I'm not...
You're important enough.
I carry out...
You've been thrown...
Believe me.
You're not very confident. Are you sure you're all right?
Yes. Excuse me.
Breaking into the apartments of strangers.
Please don't make fun of me.
You're right. Sorry. Tell me, what's your star sign, sweetheart?
My what? My star sign? I don't see how that's relevant.
I like to be unpredictable sometimes. It's an old detective thing. Just answer the question, please. You'll understand everything in time.
All right. The dancer. The answer is the dancer.
The dancer. I see. Thank you. This could be useful later on.
If you say so.
Stop playing the frightened prey, Sunshine, and start singing.
I feel like he's telling him doing it worse now.
I don't like this cocky behavior. Excuse the expression.
Look, maybe it's best if we act like we never met,
Get it.
and you gallop out of here on your pretty long legs before I get rude. I can be rude, believe it or not.
I'm very disappointed in you, Mr. Featherland.
Happens to most people, you know.
Oof.
I must be cautious and smart. Who exactly are you, ma'am? You're important enough to...
I carry out...
You've been thrown into...
Believe me.
You're not very confident. Are you sure you're all right?
Yes. Excuse me. I'm just a bit nervous.
Breaking into the apartments of...
Please don't make fun of me, Mr. Featherland.
You're right. Sorry. Did you come alone?
I took the subway.
Yeah.
This is...
Why did you come to visit me?
My employer...
How so?
Miss Nat...
So,
I don't know.
of course you do. We avoided the point long enough. Deborah's hiding something, no? What do you want from me?
Me?
Oh, don't be silly, Deborah. I mean your employer. I was just talking to myself, out loud.
Well, Miss Katsenko thinks you're a great detective, and you're also reliable. That's why I came.
Did she also give you the lockpick?
Please, could you let this go? I'm really embarrassed.
Sorry, sweetheart, I'm just teasing you. As soon as I saw you, you were forgiven.
That's very nice of you.
It has nothing to do with being nice, Deborah, but you're welcome. Have you ever felt truly vulnerable?
Honestly, very often, Mr. Featherland.
Great, because that's exactly how I feel right now, Deborah.
I'm sorry if it's too unpleasant for you, but we had no one else to turn to.
You know, I get that a lot, and it never ends well.
Do you like happy endings?
Not in books or movies, but in real life it would be nice for a change. But this is Clawville. Not many happy endings around here.
I knew you were romantic at heart.
If what's between me and my whiskey could be called romance, then yes, maybe. A little. If you won't come clean, what's the point of all...
But Mr. Featherland.
I'm sorry, sweetheart, but I'm waiting.
Please, just think again.
Tell me, Deborah, why
Because my mistress trusts you.
should that be enough?
If you really like...
Damn, what can I say?
Look, I didn't...
You have a way with words.
No, not for the...
Smart answer. Be honest and tell me what you're so afraid.
You know, Mr. Featherland, my mistress is...
Ibn,
Exactly.
feathery god.
So you get it.
To put it mildly, I think.
There we go. That's better. Okay. We'll move on.
I don't see colors anymore. Only emptiness. Everything faded. I need another drink. Nothing interesting in there. But if there is, it'll... Why don't you take it to the police? Just go there and file a report. Photos, flashing lights, fingerprints, you know the drill. The evidence is very clear. Even a moderately talented detective could easily wrap this case up. Or just try the phone. 555-111.
Please, take a look at this.
Well, okay. Let's see.
Where was it? Any other whether or not you set my assignment. Ivan is the trusted friend.
I know Molly very well. Please note this when deciding whether or not to accept my assignment. Miss Ibanez is a trusted friend. Treat her as gentleman. N.
I felt like I'd been hit on the back of my head with a blackjack. Reality tilted. Molly. Good gods. What was her name doing there? I glanced at the opposite wall, with the well-worn picture frames. Like an eternally dark hole in the wall. A missing piece. She was wearing a light silk dress and singing a lullaby. The waves caressing her beautiful long legs. Why Molly? Why now?
Mr. Featherland? Santino, are you all right?
What the hell is this supposed to mean?
I don't know anything, Mr. Santino. My mistress told me to give this to you. She said you'd understand. Don't you?
Oh, of course I understand, Miss Ibanez. I get it very well. But this case is becoming more and more confusing. It's starting to look like blackmail.
Blackmail?
Don't play innocent with me.
But
All right. When can I visit?
visit me?
Not you. Miss Katsenko.
Oh, yes. You can find her at the Tsar Club.
Didn't you tell me she's not the social kind? That she's especially unsociable? Or does she only like loud and crowded clubs?
No, she's really not like that. But she owns the place.
Judging by the flyer, it must be a very busy club, especially on New Year's Eve, right?
I'm sure you'll have no trouble finding Miss Katsenko. But there's one small problem, Mr. Featherland.
Let me guess. Mr. Wessler better not know about my visit.
Exactly. How did you know?
20 years experience, ma'am. Oh, and please, call me Sonny.
It was a pleasure to meet you, Sonny.
I'll talk about the rest with Ms. Katsenko in person. A good friend of mine would be happy to take you home if you'd like.
I'd appreciate that, Sonny.
So I got stuff. All sorts of new stuff. Holy crap. People. Island Wrestler, a rat. And a clicking gangster. Lewis is the owner of a once payroll at Atlas Hotel. Good friend of mine, blah, blah, blah. He's my landlord. He was living in this unbelievably enormous hotel. He's crazy about detective stories. So I'm gonna ask him. 555932. So we go to the phone. Oh. Oh, not 9. Five. 932.
Hey, Lewis. Am I bothering you?
Of course not, Sonny. Old friend, what's up?
Could you come over? I've got a favor to ask if you're not busy.
For you, anything. Just a minute.
Lewis arrived a few minutes later. He lived in the rooms above, so it wasn't difficult getting here. Not to mention that he's a rabbit. It was a quick hop. The Atlas Hotel was his inheritance. It was once a well-renowned place, but not anymore. The last economic crisis ruined it. And now, besides me, he was the only resident of this enormous place.
I am getting like way too tired sitting here. Like, it's been a kind of a long day for me. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to finish any of this, so I think I'm gonna cut the stream off early. We'll pick this back up tomorrow. Hopefully, I've had a little bit more rest, but I'm having a hard time focusing here, and it's not making for a good product. So I will call it a stream here for now. Again, sorry about this, but yeah, I just can't right now today. I'm losing focus rather quickly, so yeah, we'll see you guys tomorrow.